I was wrong about the Doge. What's up, sons? It's Blind Ride with Sonofatech once again. Today we have yet another talking head video. Yes, I know we have a whole bunch of cool parts I've been taking pictures of. We're going to be doing reviews of them. It takes a lot of time. I've also been super busy with my daily tasks of getting back into the gym. Nothing there yet, but we're working on it, okay? So I'm kind of just readjusting, getting the schedule worked out. You got to keep in mind, we have only been doing YouTube full time for about a month and a half. So there's a lot of weird working parts with paperwork and stuff like that that I'm getting used to. So I'll try to do my best to get through it. At the end of the video, we're going to go over how you can join Rocket Chat, so stay tuned for that if you needed that. And without further ado, let's talk about Dogecoin and Newegg accepting Dogecoin. So there's a ton of news articles on this, and I'm sure you guys are probably already aware. This one's from Business Wire. I was doing a search for the Newegg article and found that I could enter the shuffle. Please give me a PS5 so I cannot play The Last of Us 2. But I want to play the new Spider-Man game with the kiddos really bad. So anyways, that aside, Business Wire here says one of the leading tech-focused e-tailers in North America today celebrates Doge Day by announcing that the company now accepts Dogecoin as an official payment method on Newegg.com. This was back in, of course, 4/20, I believe it was, or maybe it was 4/19. So it's been a couple days. Yeah, April 19th. My bad. So I'm trying to catch up on all these news articles. It's not so much that Newegg is accepting Dogecoin. It's really that Bitpay is allowing people to utilize Bitcoin. And the big news here is Bitcoin adoption. So what makes a coin that is a meme coin no longer a meme? Or what makes a coin in general something to take seriously as a currency? Usually that's adoptions. Whenever you see things like retailers accepting different cryptocurrencies and pay as payment methods, and you can settle transactions with those cryptocurrencies, that is when that cryptocurrency becomes viable, because at that point, then you know that that currency is being utilized for trades for goods and services, which means it's legit. So whether or not Dogecoin was intentionally created as a meme in the beginning, it has now evolved into a legitimate currency just by nature of being used to exchange it for goods and services. So there you go, Doge fanboys. We have it. We've done it. Now we have to start talking about, and of course, because it's a talking head video, I'm going to go on and we're going to go off on a couple tangents here. One of the tangents that I thought that we'd bring up is going to be talking about the no supply cap. So if you guys aren't aware, essentially Dogecoin doesn't have a supply cap. Now, a lot of people have problems with this because they think that, of course, that's going to hurt Dogecoin and it won't be able to increase in value. Now, that is kind of true, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. This is because if it is not going up super quickly in value, then people are more likely to exchange it for goods and services, which means it will have a higher adoption rate as opposed to something like Bitcoin, which is more being used as a store of value or almost like a savings account or an investment at this point. Dogecoin, on the other hand, since people won't be expecting it to go up in price near as quickly, or because of a deflationary type behavior like Bitcoin has, it has more of an inflammatory. Look, I don't know what I'm talking about here. Basically, what I mean is that inflation's going to affect it because there are more and more coins being made and they will never stop making coins. So what does that mean? Where is the real moneymaker in Dogecoin here? Because maybe it isn't necessarily just buying Dogecoin and holding it. Who makes the most money on an inflationary currency? Let's take the US dollar, for example. Money printer go brr. Sound familiar to anybody? Who makes the most off an inflationary currency? The people who print the inflationary currency. So who is that with Dogecoin? That's the script miners. So if you guys saw my video on purchasing a script ASIC miner, doesn't look like it was necessarily a terrible idea. With the adoption rates and the higher, of course, use cases for Dogecoin and that adoption rate going up and up and up and up. Somebody needs to secure the network. Miners will secure the network. They will also add more currency to the network because every time a block is found, it pays out to the miners a certain amount of that block reward plus fees. So who is going to really win in the Dogecoin investment strategy side? Most likely miners, which is odd because there's also not really a huge market for script miners. At least from what I can tell, we haven't had like a lot of new script miners built or anything like that, at least in comparison to like the new ETH ones and the new Bitcoin miners, right? Those are coming out all the time. So I'm definitely going to be looking for some script miners because I think that if I want to invest in Doge, my strategy is going to be from the mining side of things. I'm not a huge fan of necessarily ASICs. We've talked about this in the past before. Dogecoin might be this weird little niche though, at least until people catch on. So at the end of the day, if Bitmain decides that they want to build those ASIC miners for script and hoard all the miners and then sell the old miners to us like they do with Bitcoin, well, there's not much we can do about it. Maybe we can also just build our own. All right, so there is my tangent on Dogecoin, Newegg accepting it, and why I was wrong. I wasn't actually wrong. The meme was for CPU mining. You still shouldn't do that. You should do ASIC mining if you actually want to. And then just a couple thoughts on where the real money-making opportunities for Dogecoin are going to be, just basically due to it being an inflationary type currency as opposed to deflationary. And I would like to hear your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. Which one do you prefer? I think that they're both, you know, if we're talking Bitcoin versus Dogecoin, just like Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and ETH, I don't see any of those in competition with each other. I see them all as separate things, fulfilling individual needs, of course, across the blockchain. And I think we'll need those in the future. I think we'll need multiple. So I'd like to hear your thoughts and opinions though. Do you prefer deflationary? Do you prefer inflationary? Blah, blah, blah. I'm not really a financial advisor. This is just how I kind of see things in the case of Dogecoin, where I think I'm going to focus any sort of investment into Dogecoin isn't going to be just buying the Doge. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next Tuesday. Today's sponsor is myself. To support the channel, click the join button down below and you will be able to access our privately hosted Rocket Chat. Selecting the $1.99 option will get you access, and after that you just need to head on over to the membership tab, scroll down and expand out your membership perks and find the section for connecting on social media. In that section there will be a secret registration URL for Rocket Chat where you can sign up and enjoy talking with other cryptocurrency enthusiasts and miners without scammers, spammers, or bots. If you enjoyed this content, you can check out more crypto content on this playlist up here, or of course, go ahead and subscribe for more in the future. Adios.